thrown off a little bit, like, what? You know, I knew this information all my life, and then here these results come in and change that. Hi, guys. No.
Hey guys, it's Keisha and David, and we are doing a video that we had planned on doing for a long time now, and I posted something on Instagram back in September or October about the 23andMe and said it was coming soon, and we got our results and we never made the video. It's official, we're doing it now. So alright you guys, we did our 23andMe. Real quickly, you purchase the kit online and they send it to you. You follow the instructions, you spit in the little tube, and you make sure you register your kit before you send it back, and then you send it back in the mail. Postage is paid. So yeah, and then you wait like what, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, they said 7 to 8 weeks, but it was fast. It was
yeah,
3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, now to the nitty gritty. Here are our results from our 23andMe test. I am 79.6% West African. I am 13.8% British and Irish. I am 1.7% Central and South African, 0.2% Southeast Asian, and less than 0.1% Native American. So, go ahead.
I was to say, you assumed that you had more Native American just because of being in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I did assume I had a little more Native American because I was born here, raised here. My mother was born here and raised here. So we had been told for so many years that we had more Native American in us. I wasn't necessarily surprised though that I didn't have a lot of Native American in me. I just, I didn't know the percentage. I didn't think it was a lot to begin with, so I don't know. I just kind of was like, yeah, it is what it is. So for the most part, I am black. I am black besides 13.8% British and Irish, which I kind of figured would happen being a Native American. Being African American, I kind of assumed that percentage would be in there, or at least some sort of percentage, small percentage would be there. So yeah, there you go. But for the most part, in West African.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Ghanan Empire.
Maybe. Interesting.
Anyways.
The thing that did surprise me though was the Southeast Asian.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. It's 0.2% according to 23andMe, and I have no clue where that comes from. It's interesting though. So yeah, there's my results. Now time for David's results. Drum roll. David is 99.7% European.
What a surprise, huh?
He is probably the whitest white guy you will ever meet. Yes, he is 99.7% Northwestern European, primarily British and Irish, French and German, and Scandinavian.
Oh, maybe the Scandinavians from the big bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, the Scandinavian.
Yeah, and did you have that other?
Oh, and it was, he also is 0.3% Sub-Saharan African, West African. But he also has a small percentage of, I believe it's Eastern European? And it's Iberia and Jewish.
Yeah, it said that that small percentage, whatever, of Jewish was an Ashkenazi Jew, which is a German Jewish race. I mean, I always thought it was interesting that the Jewish is considered a race and not a religion.
It's considered both.
Well, yes, true. Yeah, both. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to find out. My older brother's going to do Ancestry because he wants to compare the two. And Because some say, you know, some experts say 23andMe is not that accurate, but
yeah, a lot of people, you know, there are people who say, well, even 23andMe, Ancestry, all that stuff isn't as accurate, and I can understand that. But honestly, like, unless you're willing to go, and to me, in my opinion, you really have to look into getting a professional genealogist to go back
thousands of dollars probably.
And to look into your ancestry, to go back in your heritage, to look through records and stuff like that. Like, you have to really pay someone to be dedicated to look into that. This was just something for us to do, just to have an idea. So.
Like you were saying earlier, like, I thought I had Native American. I had zero. Like, we were told that we had a little bit of Native American and Scottish, but they mentioned no Scottish.
No Scottish. Irish, no Scottish. Yeah, I would just say if you're just kind of wanting an idea, then to look into it, then I would suggest doing it. But if you really want to know the facts and your history, then I would suggest going into a genealogist to just kind of figure it out. Like, get your family tree as much as you know from your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and get all that information and go to a genealogist and have them, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, genealogist.
That sounds right.
Well, I know it's genealogy, so it should be genealogist, to go and trace your background and your information, and to find out, you know, when your people came to America, were they already here? You know, all that stuff. Like, you really need to invest money into it. But if you're just curious and you kind of want to have a bit of a vague idea, then you should try it, I think.
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, they also have other things like you pay $100 for the test, but then also you can find out like your disease and all that, like any kind of history of hereditary disease.
So if you're going to have children, it would be helpful, I think, to get the extensive test to know, you know, what you got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ours. Like I said, it wasn't very surprising for me. It was a little more surprising for David than it was for me. But yeah, so that's ours.
Why did you say it's surprising for me?
Because you were really thinking that you had Native American.
I know, man.
You were very disappointed.
Well, I think I was just thrown off a little bit. Like, what? You know, I knew this information all my life, and then here these results come in and change that information that I've been. I mean, that's hard as an adult. You know, you told something all your life, and then something it's not true.
Yeah.
It's hard to grasp.
Those are our results. Yeah, if you guys have taken the 23andMe and you were surprised by your results, or you were pretty much like, I figured that would be my results, let me know in the comments. Make sure you thumbs up the video as well. Share the video if you want to as well, and subscribe if you haven't. So thanks guys so much for watching. As always, enjoy where you're at and where you be. Bye. Why are you laughing?
That's your trademark closing.
Yeah, you gotta say it. You say it.
And as always, enjoy where you at and where you be.